Alright guys, MCU Collector here with figure number 4 of the Deadpool Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Wave Marvel Legends. So next up we have the X-Force Deadpool, and I'm really looking forward to actually doing this video because I won't really talk about the articulation. I'm not going to get into that. This is more going to be a comparison video because I already reviewed the HasCon exclusive Deadpool, the X-Force Deadpool, and this figure is basically the same. There's going to be a couple of differences that I noticed right away, but for the most part, it's the same exact figure. So those that missed out on the HasCon exclusive one should be happy to get this one. Those that did get the HasCon one and spent top dollar on it out in the aftermarket, or went through the trouble of getting it at HasCon, aside from the experience of that, which would have been great, but I'm sure it was would have been a hassle to get it waiting in line or whatever. But here we have the figure. Not as many accessories, because you can see the HasCon exclusive one came with so many accessories, including an unmasked head, taco, that blast effect, extra guns, the rocket launcher, all of that on the HasCon exclusive. This one, 2 katanas, a pistol, and some kind of rifle, and then the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure piece. But let's open this figure up and take a look at the comparison and see how it stands to the first release. Here is the figure out of the package. And lo and behold, it is almost identical to the HasCon release. Now this one here on the left is the HasCon exclusive. Here in the middle of the screen on the right is the regular release for the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure Wave. So in terms of accessories, not a whole lot. First, we look at the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure head. This actually has the least amount of detail in there, other than the face with the red, and then the orange pupils there, and then the kind of the face, but none of the hair has any shading in it or anything like that. It's all just kind of flat reddish brown color. It looks like there's a huge range of motion in the neck, but we'll see how well that goes when we put that onto the torso piece. So there's Sasquatch. We get 2 guns. So this one, we saw one of these with the HasCon release, except the only difference is instead of the blue is kind of in that burgundy color. Not sure why they went with blue, what the idea was with that. I don't know if it's to make it kid-friendly, because Deadpool is not a kid-friendly character, or what it is, but this thing, who cares? The pistol, which holsters on the side, is a darker blue. You could see, but it is the exact same. It's just done in a darker blue. Now, looking at the figure, the few differences that we have, because the shoulder straps and everything is the same. The weathering isn't exactly the same, but the pieces are the same to the both of them. So the katanas are the same paint, same everything. The utility belt, the shoulder straps, the leg strap with the holster, it's all the same. One of the differences, the HasCon exclusive on the wrist has those wrist straps are painted on, including all over the ankle. Whereas this new one actually has floating pieces there in place of the paint, which I actually give it a much better look than the HasCon exclusive one, because the HasCon exclusive, they're so thin, doesn't really give it a good look. I kind of like having that floating piece there. There's no paintwork or anything on there. It's all just a flat black, and then the same for the wrists. Another change is you don't have that pinky hanging out right hand. We have a regular, normal trigger hand for the right hand. Other than that, look the same. Actually, left hand is definitely different. We get the trigger finger, left hand on the other one. The new one has kind of a funky looking hand, so I don't know. Kind of gives it more of a gloved look, like it has some wrinkles sculpted into it, so that's definitely different. The gray, I would say, is actually different. I don't know if you could really see it on camera. But the one on the right, the regular release Sasquatch Build-A-Figure one, the gray definitely looks a little bit brighter. Like it's definitely done with a lighter color, a little bit shinier, whereas the HasCon exclusive looks a little bit more matte finish. So it's definitely different. This one almost looks like it has kind of a bluish hue to it, the regular release. Because on video you can see this one's definitely a lot brighter under the bright light. Maybe if I try and adjust it around. But that's, other than that, that's the difference. I mean, the sculpt, head sculpt, everything is the exact same. But again, brighter gray, but basically the same figure. This one's real loose too. You can see the bucky cap. It's real hit or miss. Been mostly miss lately as far as how well the sculpt really holds up. It ends up, the torso ends up being real loose, and that's how mine is. Where my HasCon one's nice and tight, doesn't move around. But that's it for the figure. There's, again, same figure. If you missed out on the HasCon exclusive, at least you have an X-Force Deadpool. Still doesn't take away the special factor that it's an exclusive to the first ever HasCon, which I think made it, it really holds the appeal to collecting it, because it was the first ever HasCon. So the only exclusive that's out each year. I'm sure they'll have another exclusive. So it kind of makes it a little bit more special to me, personally, at least. So I am very happy to have it. It's nice to have it again, I guess. If you don't need the Build-A-Figure piece, then, you know, it's an easy pass. But I think with the popularity of Deadpool, Hasbro knows that people want him, no matter how much they oversaturate the market with Deadpool merchandise. And there's more to come. Still a good figure, and you're probably going to want to pick it up. But there it is. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. Like the video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Thanks for watching.